I think many of you might be familiar with cymatics, this notion that you can take a surface, introduce a frequency, and there's sand particles on it, and they create patterns. And I was looking at this and thinking about just everything I've experienced in life and have written about and talked about in terms of manifestation and resonance and my book, Dreaming Your World into Being, and all this stuff. And realized that it's been a little bit oversimplified, probably. There are actually, if you look at just nature itself, and I might have done an article or video on this before on some level, there's just a tremendous amount of complexity involved in this process of vibration and resonance. And what I mean by that is it isn't just one frequency. So a tree, a stone, any number of things in nature, thoughts, prayers, involve a number of complex frequencies and interplay. And this is illustrated a little bit like when they've been using frequencies now, sound frequencies, to levitate things, right? It's not just one frequency. There has to be a certain placement, and then when the frequencies come together, they create an energy or a force that's capable of countering gravity, for example, or producing a wave that lifts a ping pong ball or something like that. So when you think of this, and then also, like, I remember studying Royal Rife and the ability to find the resonant frequencies of germs in the body, and then introduce a pattern. And once that resonance is achieved, it can destroy, it can explode these things, like a singer doing that to a wine glass. So all of it is, again, I feel very strongly that, and this isn't that outrageous, but strongly that resonance and frequencies are at the basis of all of creation, and the process of manifesting, transforming, creating, destroying, everything that this theater consists of, is largely due to, resonances of sorts, of frequencies, and so on. So I just wanted to really, share the idea here that if we can find a way to come up with the correct complexities of frequencies, then there isn't anything we couldn't accomplish in science and otherwise. And so I think it would be very interesting to study, how these frequencies interact with each other, and how combinations of frequencies, in from one from two to, hundreds, perhaps, could be used uh, to influence things. And I know when I do, and this is very common amongst all cultures of getting into altered states and shamanism and related things. When you shake a rattle, there's little beads in the rattle, and they all vibrate at slightly different frequencies, but the number of beats that you're doing, like, all of this really has an impact on what you're connecting to in both the physical and non-physical world. So this is the idea behind it. Thank you. And besides the sort of scientific implications of this, and how we should study, the world, and resonance and frequencies, and how things work, as well as consciousness, I think as it pertains to how you can manifest, right? How you pray, how you ask for the experiences you prefer. I would just say that what seems to work well is getting in the feeling place, obviously, of the experience, um, and being comprehensive, not oversimplifying. So, if you want, a certain kind of relationship experience, it's not enough just to say, oh, I just want someone that I can really love and have fun with and feel good with and feel supported by, and so on. But it's also, well, and I want it to be easy and I want it to be fun and I want it to be lasting, and like, you got to fill out the rest of it. So when anytime, and there's a whole school of thought around, not only do I want these experiences, but adding, because it will allow me to be more available and present and be supportive and loving, and be there for someone else and or the world. So you want to keep growing your prayer from, this is the experience I want, to these are the experiences I want in total, to then, and I wanted to sort of do this for the world, for the other person, and this for the world. So you're comprehensive, and I think that'll bring in enough of the variety of vibrations necessary to for the universe to answer it in a sort of resonant way.